Hi, my name is Amy. I'm the Executive Director and teacher for the Salish Sea School. Part of our mission is to introduce our students to the incredible marine life that depends on the Salish Sea. We also empower them as citizen scientists to help collect valuable data that aids the great work our local scientists are accomplishing. Today we want to introduce you to one of our partner scientists, Dr. Peter Hodum. Peter is a conservation biologist and professor at University of Puget Sound, who is fiercely passionate about seabirds. He has graciously given of his time on our scientific advisory board and helped us develop an incredible marine bird survey. We are excited to introduce you to Peter and share his important work with you.
Hi students, my name is Peter Hodum. I am a conservation biologist and I'm also a professor at the University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington. So as a conservation biologist, I work primarily on seabirds. And I got into seabirds as a college student when I had an opportunity to serve as a field assistant on a project involving a type of seabird called a storm petrel. And those little birds, they fascinated me. I fell in love with them. I was intrigued by how they live their lives and the mysteries about their lives at sea. And that has led me to continue to work on seabirds and their conservation for a number of years now. Seabirds are marine birds that spend their whole lives on the ocean. They only return to land to breed. Whereas marine birds are a little bit broader, and that also includes birds that use the marine environment seasonally, but then use freshwater for the rest of the year. So a marine bird might be a loon or a grebe, some species of gulls, a lot of the ducks that we see like scoters. True seabirds are things like rhinoceros auklets and marbled murrelets and pigeon guillemots and petrels and shearwaters and albatrosses, many species of cormorants. When we think about these marine birds then, and they have some different life histories. So the marine birds that are only out there seasonally, so those ducks and the grebes and the loons, they migrate. So they migrate from freshwater where they breed to saltwater where they spend the winter. That's why we see such great diversity of marine birds in the winter in the Salish Sea. But then those birds migrate out of the Salish Sea into freshwater lakes and rivers, whereas the true seabirds, again, spend their whole lives at sea, but many of them are highly migratory. And some species that we get in our general region actually migrate thousands of miles. Some of them actually breed in the southern hemisphere and move up into Washington waters during our summer or the winter in the south. So why are we interested in seabirds and their conservation? And that's something that's, again, occupied my work for decades now. And seabirds, of all the different groups of birds that we have in the world, seabirds are considered to be one of, if not the most threatened group of birds globally. And there are a number of reasons why. So many seabirds breed on remote islands where there are no natural predators. So when humans arrive, humans may disrupt the habitat. They may introduce species like cats and rats and other creatures that can prey on and damage the populations of seabirds. They also have issues at sea, so bycatch in fisheries. When fisheries are out there operating and they're setting nets or they're setting lines with lots of hooks, seabirds see the bait, or they're going for the fish that are being caught in those nets, and they can be caught and inadvertently drowned as part of that. So they have a lot of different reasons for their endangerment, and it varies from species to species. So remarkably, even though we have a lot of people living around the edge of the Salish Sea, and lots of people doing research and universities and federal government agencies, we don't actually know a lot about how many of the populations of seabirds that use our area are doing. So I would invite you to engage with some wonderful opportunities to contribute to seabird conservation and our understanding of seabirds in our region. And one of those ways is by participating in seabird surveys like the ones that the Salish Sea School runs. This will be a chance to get out on the water, count the birds, and help us, the scientists, better understand what's going on with those populations. Are they stable over time? Are they increasing over time? Or are they declining over time? So your little contribution will add to a bigger picture that's only possible through the involvement of lots of people. And another way is just to share your awareness. So you have this great opportunity to be out on the water and see these birds in their natural environment, appreciate them in flight and watch their behaviors. And you can share that with your family, share it with your friends. Get involved in letter writing. There are sometimes issues that affect seabirds that would really benefit from feedback from the public, like issues surrounding forage fish conservation. Those have very real implications for seabirds. So get involved in whatever way works for you. Thank you very much for your interest in seabirds. You're going to get out on the water and see some amazing things, beautiful birds, really cool behavior, and everything that you do is going to contribute to their well-being. I look forward to seeing the information that you collect and to continuing to work together on their behalf.
Peter, thank you for your passion and hard work in seabird conservation. We are excited to get these students out in the field to learn about the incredible seabirds and help collect data for the marine ecosystem.